Juju Watkins changed career paths and set numerous unbreakable records which have certain basketball superstars singing her praises. Historical signing. Juju is no stranger to making history. Klutch Sports Group is one of the most popular sports agencies in the world. All you have to know is that LeBron James is signed to them. However, one thing they were missing was an elite high school talent. Well, in comes Juju. In February 2022, Juju became the first high school athlete to sign with Klutch Sports Group for NIL representation. And it seems like Klutch got her at the right time, because she won a state championship the following month and was named the Gatorade California Girls Basketball Player of the Year. The summer before her junior year, she helped the USA Under-16 national team win a gold medal and was named the most valuable player at the FIBA Americas Under-16 Championship. She even won the 2022 FIBA Under-17 World Cup with Teams USA and averaged a team-high 13.1 points in addition to 6.4 rebounds, 2.4 assists, and 2.3 steals in helping USA to a 7-0 record and a gold medal. She was named MVP once again. On October 10th, 2022, she signed her first NIL deal with none other than Nike. Since then, she has worked with companies like AT&T, Miele, Spring Hill, Wells Fargo, WFC, Ritz, Celsius, and Dove. So it seems like her asking price would have gone through the roof if Klutch had waited just a few more months. Flashes of all-time greats. It can take a great coach to see greatness in you. USA basketball coach Sue Phillips believes that Juju is up next. She is unique in that she has a small forward physique but plays like a scoring guard, but can also see the floor and distribute like a point guard, rebounds like a power forward. When she gets going in her mid-range, it's almost unguardable because of her ability to stop on a dime and elevate. Coach Phillips has been coaching for 3 decades and has coached legends like Maya Moore and Diana Taurasi. And comparatively, Coach Phillips believes that when they were in high school, they were equally as dominant as Juju. She believes that Juju is head and shoulders above her peers in a lot of ways, so it sounds like she is foreshadowing a legendary basketball career for Juju as well. Basketball was not her first plan. She was planning on going pro in a different sport. Juju was 7 when she was first introduced to basketball. She dribbled a basketball for the first time after her uncle signed her up for a rec league at Westchester Park, which is about 15 minutes from her hometown of Watts, California. Now, playing with her little cousin, she experienced the joys of making a basket. She felt the rush, a competition, even if it was just against other elementary school students. But she quickly fell in love with the sport. Her parents, Sarai and Robert Watkins, both played basketball in high school. Juju is the youngest of 4 and played basketball with her oldest brother in the backyard, and said that he helped make her toughen up from a young age. Juju never felt any pressure to play the sport beyond the driveway. Her mother wanted her to pursue tennis like Venus and Serena Williams, but Juju just wasn't interested. I had to go to my mom and be like, I want to do this, for her to be like, okay, well now let me put you in something. They really forced me to want to be serious about something because their whole thing is, don't do nothing if you're not going to be fully in it. Grueling workout routine. There is no denying that Juju works hard. When she was 10, she played her first year at travel ball, and she struggled to keep up because she lacked some foundational skills. She even broke down one evening on the car ride home with her mom and asked her to teach her how to play basketball properly. That night, her parents sat down at the kitchen table and came up with a plan for training their daughter. For the next couple of years, Juju practiced every day with her parents in the backyard, or at the Watts Gym, named after her great-grandfather, Ted Watkins Sr., a civil rights activist in the 1960s. When her dad got off work, he would take her to the backyard to shoot jumpers. It started with 100, then 200, then 300, and more. We were always making sure we were adding to her value and her skill set. The one great thing about Juju was, whatever we worked on in the backyard, she would implement immediately in the game. She wasn't afraid of taking risks. Well, fast forward to 7th grade as things started to fall into place for Juju. She realized that she was really good at this when she was 12 years old because she was ranked for the first time nationally. This unexpected accolade boosted unreal confidence in Juju as she pledged to never let go of the sport as she finally understood how much her hard work had paid off that day. Juju Watkins effect. She is a superstar. Wherever she goes, the Juju Watkins effect follows. In December 2021, at the McDonald's Classic in El Paso, Texas, fans filled the stands for Sierra Canyon's opening game. They made signs for Juju. They painted their faces with her number plastered on their cheeks. They yelled cheers and chants for her for the duration of the game. In her debut game with Sierra Canyon, she had 15 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 blocks in an 87-37 win. After the game, a young girl asked her to take a picture with her. She then showed her that she put it as her screensaver. A month later, while playing in Alaska, a fan rushed to Juju after a game and asked her to sign the side of his face with a Sharpie. Her coach said that the type of attention Juju gets is unparalleled. In fact, they have to escort her out of arenas because she gets that mob-like attention. While Juju remains humble and is honored that people like her enough to want her to sign their faces and be their screensavers, NBA stars love her. Everyone is singing her praises. Her favorite player is LeBron James, who has sat courtside at some of her games and spoken highly of Juju's abilities. He believes that she is the greatest thing in women's basketball. Meanwhile, James Harden has been a big help to Juju. The NBA superstar came to Sierra Canyon to practice with her. During the practice, she observed Harden's habits. He is so intellectual in how he plays the game and even practices. He practices like he's in the game. I knew that I wanted to pick up that habit from him. So now I'm like, okay, practice like you're in an actual game. Talk to yourself. Get in the rhythm that is able to translate into the game, and that's no matter what I'm doing in practice. Harden went on to say that Juju could be one of the best women's basketball players to ever touch a basketball. While Paul George was so impressed by her game that he scheduled a summer workout together, which ultimately fell through due to conflicting schedules. Still, he said that she should get the same recognition as the best female players in the country. Greatest freshman season of all time. Juju accomplished something truly historical. Now, it's not a stretch to say that she had the greatest statistical freshman season of all time. Her 920 total points are the most ever scored by a freshman in the history of women's college basketball, and her 14 games with 30-plus points represent a USC record for women's and men's hoops, as well as the national best for a freshman women's player over the last 25 seasons. On top of that, Juju delivered NCAA's top single game scoring performance this season when she exploded for 51 points, which is another USC record in a road win over Stanford, evaporating Stanford's 27-game winning streak at home in Pac-12 play. And it is not just scoring. She was the only player in the nation to average both multiple steals per game and 1.5 blocks per game, plus the only player in the nation to be in the top 75 for both steals and blocks this season, accomplishments that are the result of Juju's incredible size, athleticism, and feel for the game on both ends.